have taught me amazing things. They've shown me that equines are the bridge to a deeper understanding of the meaning of life and a better sense of ourselves in this world. I'm Meredith Hodges, and I'd like to share with you some of the people I've met and the experiences that I've had along life's journey with those magnificent mules.
Colorful Colorado, with its majestic Rocky Mountains and wide open spaces, also boasts the Loveland Long Years Museum and Sculpture Park at the Lucky 3 Ranch, home of some of the finest mules and donkeys in the world. This working ranch is just 40 miles north of Denver. World-renowned authority on mules and donkeys, Meredith Hodges, invites you and your family for an adventure in learning you won't want to miss. Come visit the Lucky 3 Ranch, meet Meredith, her champion mules and donkeys, and take in the beauty of her long years art for the experience of a lifetime.
Hi, I'm Meredith Hodges, and welcome to the Lucky 3 Ranch Training Tips. Lateral ground driving obstacles include the back-through angle, the back-through L, the tractor tire with the turn on the forehand and turn on the haunches, the side pass rail, back-through barrels, and serpentine the cones with leg yields. Your equine has already done these obstacles on the lead line with you in front. Now it's time for him to be out in front as the leader and do them on the drive lines. This will instill more confidence in your equine. When ground driving, always be sure to undo the buckle at the end of the lines to avoid getting entangled. Now we will do the same series of steps that you did while leading, only you will be ground driving. First, just drive your equine straight through the obstacle. If he balks and refuses to go forward, just lay the lines over his back and lead him through. Don't forget to reward him for compliance. Then go back and try again on the drive lines. Once he is willing to go straight through the obstacle with no balking and a calm attitude, you can then begin to break each obstacle down into smaller, easier, and rewardable steps. Again, if he is hesitant at any point, just lay the lines over his back and lead him through the exercise as you have done in previous lessons, and then go back and try to drive him through the steps. It may seem awkward at first, but if you are patient and willing to show him what is expected, he will be much more likely to comply. Side passing the rail along the fence is a good way to initiate lateral movement before doing more complicated lateral movements such as the tractor tire. Hi, I'm Meredith Hodges, and this is Lucky 3 May BCT, and we're really proud of her because she's 25 years old, and last year was just inducted into the Bishop Mule Days Hall of Fame. Bee's going to show you what the end result is of all the halter training and showmanship training that you do when you're really trying to strengthen muscles, and how all these behaviors have been cultivated into being an automatic reaction for them at this point in training. I'm not going to say she's perfect all the time, but 90% of the time she is. She will only require very few corrections, unlike in the case of Sir Lancelot, who has not been doing quite as much for as long. It shows you how the percentage of the correct behaviors keeps increasing as you go through these exercises, and with all the consistency that you use doing things exactly the same way over and over and over, how this builds behaviors and habits in your mules that will last them a lifetime. So, well, Bee, let's get started. I think that's what she had in mind. Miss Bee, let's go. Ho. B, correct it. Correct it. Nope. Foot. Good girl. Minor corrections this time. Took a whole lot less to do it. She's absolutely four square, balanced on all 4 feet, and quite happy. And she's going to get her reward for it. No, don't go out of it. Back that foot up. Back that one up. Get squared again. We'll start from square. Okay. Okay, BB. BB, walk on. And whoa. Correct yourself. Correct yourself. Back foot. Front foot. Front foot. Too close, move it over. No. Move it over. Good girl, perfect. Good. What a good girl. Need a lot of praise, a lot of reinforcement. You want to keep them comfortable and quiet in their work. No stress. Stress is what causes all these adverse reactions. Okay, B's going to make the turn now. B, one step forward, walk on, and make your turn. As you can see, she's tighter, she's more balanced, she's easier with this. Okay, B, trot. And walk. And whoa. Set up. You're not square. Other foot, over. Bring it up. No. Oh, yep. Get them moving. Come on. Nope. You having foot problems? Come on. Atta girl. Good girl. Now, as you saw when we were doing the trot, Bee was really very good about staying right at my shoulder. And when I went down to walk, she stayed right there. All right, Miss B, come, walk on. Okay. Stay back a little. Good girl. Walk. Good. Cross. And whoa. Okay, now B and I are going to go ahead and go through. We've got our feet pretty well together, and well, as we should at the walk. So we're going to exhibit how this balance works at the trot as well, and how much less awkwardness you get once you've practiced this. But it's well worth your time and trouble, because you're going to have a happier, healthier, more compliant animal. B, shall we walk on? Okay, B, let's get straightened out. And trot. And whoa. Correct yourself. Good girl. And there you go. There you have it. Easy. Easy. And whoa. Good girl. Okay. Good. No, I want both. That's, no, 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 no. Get it out. Get your front feet in there. Let's try it again. Try it again. Come on. A little too wide on my cues here. I got to keep it tight. Easy. Good girl. And whoa. Okay, let's try it this direction. Maybe you like it better this way. No? Easy. Okay. That a girl. No, 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 no. Come here. Come here. Get in there. Good girl. Whoa. Good baby. Okay. Good baby. Easy. No, no. Stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Okay, over. Over. Walk up. Over. Good girl. No, stay. No, stay. Stay. Move over. Good girl. Whoa, whoa. Move over. Good girl. Good girl. That's my girl. Move over. Move over. Move over. Let's get it back in. Good girl. Okay, and out. Whoa, whoa. Good girl. That's not easy. Gonna take a lot of practice. But look, she's smiling. She's all happy because she got to do what I wanted her to do. And there's nothing these guys would like better than to please you. Okay, now we'll do some simpler stuff. Come on, lady. Phoebe, paw over. Walk on. Walk on. Good girl. Good girl. And pull. And back. Back. This way. Back. 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 Good girl. Atta girl. Come here. Come here. Here you go, sweetie. That's a good girl. Now we're going to do the tires. Nope, nope, nope. Back, 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 back. Okay. Walk on. Come on. Walk on. G, walk. Walk. Walk on. Good girl. Good girl. Atta girl. Tires, B. Walk on. And oh. Good girl. Excellent. Okay. Very good. Now we'll try the T-poles. Oh. Over. Whoa. Over. This way. This way. Come on. Good girl. That's it. Good girl. Good. 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 Okay, watch your feet. Watch your feet. Get them back on that side. Come on. That a girl. Okay. Okay. Over. Good girl. Whoa. And there you go. We got a real partnership going on here. Takes a long time to cultivate it, but it's worth every minute of it. see a huge mule? Because okay, you're fine. Stroke with the hair, that's all you gotta do. Okay, come on, boys, let's go. Come on.
Every owner knows that a well taken care of equine is a happy equine. More and more, a technique being used to enhance our animals' overall conditioning is equine massage.
What you have to realize is you're training an animal in their muscle tissue, and their muscle tissue has to be able to perform the task that you're asking the animal to perform. If you're having a hard time doing the advanced things, you need to go back to the beginning. The massage helps break the pattern of the neurons that fire to that muscle, that tell it to contract, to contract, to contract.
With proper instruction, just about anyone can learn to give their equine the benefit of basic massage.
I've been working on equines for a long time, and a lot of people look at you and hope that you can just come out and make an animal better. And you can't do that. It takes two pieces, the massage as well as the exercise. And the exercise is actually more important than the massage. And that's something that people really have to understand. And Meredith's tapes do that. And a lot of people don't want to take that long a time frame. They just want to do their 60 days, get on the animal and ride them. But that's not really where you can go with their backs.
For more intensive therapeutic massage, be sure to consult a professional. Equine massage not only enhances your animal's health and overall condition, it's also a deeply personal and rewarding bonding experience for both of you.
Many of you who love your horses also love your dogs. This type of massage can be beneficial for all your pets. If you want to improve your animal's quality of life, I can help. I can either teach you how to do it, or I can massage your dogs for you. Contact me at dogmassage.com.
Hi, I'm Meredith Hodges, and welcome to the Lucky 3 Ranch Training Tips. When your equine is doing all the straightforward and lateral obstacles calmly and obediently, he is finally ready to attempt the side past the tee. Do not attempt this until he is proficient at all prior leading and ground driving exercises that are outlined in my training series. Any inability to perform could result in extreme frustration and resistance that could be very hard to correct. Set up the tee such that the two rails at the top of the tee are parallel to a fence, with the stem perpendicular to the fence. Leave plenty of room for the turns between the three rails at the top of the tee. Begin by side passing the first rail while facing the fence to the break in the tee. Next, ask your equine to do a turn on the haunches and bring his front quarters in line to side pass the stem of the tee. Side pass the stem of the tee to the end of the stem. Then ask your equine to side pass back up the stem of the tee to the open space between the rails. Now ask him to do a turn on the forehand and get in line to side pass the last rail with his haunches to the fence. Finally, ask your equine to side pass the last rail to the end, stop, square up, and reward. Once he is completely in control of his body, obedient and balanced through each part of the tee, you can then do the entire obstacle without halting before you reward him. If he falters at any point, just add the halt, square up, and reward wherever he falters to help stabilize his response. After he completes his ground driving through the hourglass and obstacles, he will be well prepared in future lessons to finally execute these moves with the rider on board.
Artwork inspired by mules and donkeys is quickly gaining popularity. Tennessee mule artist Bonnie Shields has the uncanny ability to capture the fun-loving nature of these free-spirited animals.
They were like a horse, but they weren't like a horse. They had a little different body. They used their body a different way. They certainly had a different mental attitude. So they started intriguing me as an artist, and I kept finding the differences between them and the horse, both physically and in their reaction to things. So that started my love affair with the mule. When you deal with the mule, you're not always in charge. So it takes a little bit of a different kind of personality to appreciate the mule and to work with her.
She was the only artist that could really capture the essence of mules and donkeys. Mules and donkeys are really good teachers and teachers of life lessons. And Bonnie has just been an inspiration to me ever since. Wow, how'd it do?
Whoa. I know that all through the years, Meredith gives tours to the ranch. But what a wonderful addition to this whole ranch would be a sculpture park just for the mules and the donkeys. So I just thought it was an awesome idea. And then she let me be part of it. It's a wonderful thing, and when you come to visit the Lucky Three, it's just an added bonus. Mule people, you reckon I could get Meredith to make a tape on how to teach your mule to shovel snow? I sure gonna try. Wish me luck.
Just a wonderful human being, and working with her is always humorous. She is just funny as the day is long, and so I thought that she would be absolutely perfect as the illustrator for the Jasper series that I wanted to do.
The Daydreamers was inspired by a thing that I saw years ago. I heard about this family up in Kentucky. They'd been working tobacco out in the field with their mules. And one of the boys, he was laying across this mule's back, laying in the shade. They'd been working, and he was resting on the back of his mule in the shade. That just kind of stuck with me, and I thought, gee, a kid like that, you know, he thinks he's stuck on the farm. He thinks he's stuck doing all this terrible old work, and he's laying up there and he's daydreaming about getting away from it all. So that's where Daydreamer came from. Sculpture's not the only thing I do. Matter of fact, I got into sculpture maybe a little later in my career. Mostly, I was known for my pencil drawings and my acrylic paintings for many, many years.
Long-ears art. It may be whimsical, like a cartoon, or it may simply be breathtaking. Long ears are taking their place in the world of art, and it's the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Having problems? Need an accessible trainer? Whether you're just a weekend trail rider or showing, the principles of training are the same. You want a safe and reliable equine companion. Produced by Meredith Hodges, Training Mules and Donkeys, a logical approach to long ears, will help you build a good working relationship with your animal. Meredith reveals the secrets of successful maintenance and resistance-free training that can be implemented by anyone, resulting in a satisfying partnership between you and your equine. Meredith answers your training questions promptly via mail or phone. Her books are great general resources, and her videos are detailed, outlining the day-to-day exercises needed to produce a versatile and dependable equine companion. Meredith's techniques work with all equines. Do you have children, grandchildren? Check out Jasper, the story of a mule. For more information, check out our website at www.lucky3ranch.com or call 1-800-816-7566.
Mules are working their way into the hearts of people everywhere. If you'd like to know more about these wonderful long-eared animals, you can contact us at 1-800-816-7566 or get on our website at lucky3ranch.com.
dusty old quilt hung crooked on a couch in an old stone house by a lazy river. Songbirds singing to me like slow ride